Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Cox and today I will be presenting on animal-assisted therapy, and this is a very interesting branch of therapy that I'm very excited to talk about with you today. Basically, my main goal of this presentation is to help you understand that animal-assisted therapy is very, very diverse. When I first started and I hadn't really researched anything yet, I basically just thought it was people that were sick that got to pet cute puppies and dogs and like the occasional cat. Sorry, I just got an email. But it actually is so much more than that, and I'm very excited to get talking about it. So without further ado, let's get started. So my first slide is what is animal-assisted therapy. For those of you who do not already know, it is a type of therapy that involves animals. And I know that's not a big shock since it's in the title, but this was kind of cool. Some of the animals include domesticated house pets, farm animals, and in some cases marine animals. And I never even imagined that dolphins could be assisted animals, but they are, and the goal of the animal-assisted therapy is to improve the patient's cognitive, emotional, and social functioning, and it can be used with nearly any population, which I'll get into a little bit later on. So types of animal-assisted therapy. I didn't really realize there were different types, but there are. They range from informal and structured engagements, and some are considered service animals, or they're also called helper animals, which you've seen. People that have impairments and disabilities will have a service animal, and others are for cuddling and loving, which is kind of the main stereotype, is cuddling and loving cute animals. Having interactions with an animal generally benefit the client and help them as they're healing. Animal therapy is not play. I thought this was interesting. It uses the TR process, and the outcomes of the intervention are documented in the treatment plan. So this isn't just a leisure activity that clients can do when they're sad or when they're tired or for any reason. This is an actual intervention, and it is used and it is documented and it follows the TR process. And I'm going to put a copy of this link in the comments section so you can watch this video because it's a wonderful video. And just to give you a brief overview, it talks about the benefits of animal therapy, and it uses animal therapy in a prison setting, which is really interesting. I never really thought about animal assistance being in a prison setting. Usually you think about it in a long-term care facility, things like that, but it's really interesting. It talks about animals that are from the shelter, and so they're not trained animals, but the inmates do train the animals, and it's really interesting to see the effects and the positive attitude that these dogs bring into this prison. It's a wonderful program. And another example that I was thinking of when I was doing this research, and this is to shift gears a little bit, more on the service animal oriented side, there was a article in the Scroll, the BYU Idaho newspaper, and it was from a girl that has a service animal, and she was talking to, it was just like an open letter to everybody, and she said that her dog that she takes around with her has a sign on its harness that says, "Please do not touch me, I am a service animal." And she said, for those of you who are wondering why that sign is there, I want to tell you a story. So she proceeded to tell the story of how when she was young she used to get seizures all the time. She has the condition called epilepsy, where she would have seizures, and so her parents got the idea that she could try a service animal to see if that would help her know when she was going to have a seizure. She has grand mal seizures, which means she drops to the ground and has a full body spasm, and she had gotten hurt like several times from all of a sudden just falling down anywhere she was, you know. And so her parents got her this special dog to assist in her daily life so that she could get a warning when this was going to take place, so that she would be able to lay down or get in a place where when she was going to have a seizure, she wouldn't fall down and get hurt. But as she was walking across campus one day, somebody stopped to pet the dog, and because they were petting the dog for too long, the dog actually was distracted, and it got distracted from the girl, and she dropped and had a seizure right there in the middle of campus, and the dog couldn't warn her because it was distracted from the other people that were petting it. So it's really important, if they've got any sort of harness with a sign, to heed that warning. If they're therapy dogs, they will have a sign that says, "Go ahead and touch me, I'm a therapy dog." But if they're a service dog, they'll probably have a sign that says, "Please don't touch me, I'm trying to protect my owner." So I thought that was kind of cool. And I wanted to put these two pictures up here because I thought these were awesome. These definitely show that therapy animals can come in many different shapes and sizes. The top one is a duck, and doesn't that lady look so happy? I've never seen anybody be that happy to see a duck, but I guess if it's a therapy animal, it's doing something right. And then below there's a sweet guy, and he's got a llama that's wearing a hat, which I didn't notice until just barely, but it just goes to show that animals provide so much joy. Some of the research on this I just put over here. Many studies back up the benefits of animal-assisted therapy. Animal-assisted therapy has been proven to heal faster. Animals boost confidence, they boost the client's mood, they boost resilience, and they boost overall health and well-being, and everything is increased. Their happiness, their joy, and when a client is happy, they're way more likely to start improving. You're definitely going to see improvements when the client is happy. So here we have certification and facts about animal-assisted therapy. So for certification, whether you have a service animal or an assistive animal, it is an official an official assisting animal needs to be certified. Trainers also need to be certified. Certification can be done online. So there are more certifications if you have a service animal than an assisting animal. But either way, they always need to be certified, and the handler needs to be certified as well. And just a few facts about the animals. Although the majority of animals are dogs, it is important to include, and now this is super interesting, this is my more specific list here: cats, equine, so like horses and cows, rabbits, guinea pigs, llamas, alpacas, birds, pigs, rats, snakes, dolphins, donkeys, and many horses. And I don't know if you'll ever see all of those, but you might, so don't be alarmed that they are actually for therapy purposes. The next one says therapy animals can be used in hospitals, VA facilities, care facilities, psychiatric facilities, jails, and developmental disability agencies, and that's just to name a few. They do, you name it, pediatric facilities, all kinds of places use animals as therapy animals. And animals can be as effective or even more effective than medication, which is really interesting. They like to use these sorts of techniques with the animals, with children especially, and elderly people that can't really handle so many medications, because they found that therapy dogs work just as well, if not better, than medication. And I thought that was really amazing. And here are a list of the references that I used. I really hope that you enjoyed my presentation. And like I said again, I will definitely post that YouTube link because that is a very interesting video that you can view. And I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you later.